Hi, I am Isabel Stuffel, and I did my persuasive speech on recognizing and understanding the severity of sex trafficking in the United States. In the U.S., sex trafficking has become a major unjust epidemic that needs immediate action to take place, and it needs to be taken more seriously by law enforcement and individuals like ourselves. The exploitation of victims currently in the United States is at staggering rates. Everybody needs to be more educated and do what they can to decrease these rates, and they need to recognize the severity of it more often. According to BusinessInsider.com, 18,000 to 20,000 U.S. citizens fall victim of sex trafficking per year. Sex trafficking does not just go on in urban areas, it goes on in rural areas and in our own communities as well. It is a nationwide issue. It's everywhere, and it's running rampant in our own country. On UN.org, it states that 51% of sex trafficking victims are women, 21% are men, and 28% are even children and minors. The reason sex trafficking is such a toxic and unhealthy environment, it is because these people are being sexually exploited on a daily basis. These victims are not just experiencing sexual violence on a daily basis, but domestic violence as well. They are only seen as objects by their predators, and they're only seen as a profit by their pimps. This diminishes the victim's self-image, and they aren't really seen as human beings at all by the people that abuse them. Sex traffickers hold their victims captive from seeing their family members and loved ones as well. According to DailySignal.com, only 0.2% of sex trafficking victims are rescued globally per year. Only 0.2%. Pimps and ringleaders threaten to kill or harm the victim or their family members and loved ones if they attempt or successfully flee from the situation they're in. Many sex trafficking victims serve jail time for prostitution and are returned right back to their pimps. This is due to a lack of concern and investigation by law enforcement. Victims often end up feeling trapped and are brainwashed by the people that abuse them that there is no way for them to flee the situation they're in. They often feel very stuck. To decrease these high rates and percentages of sex trafficking in our own nation, we need to protect ourselves and protect the people around us as well from possible danger. According to hopeforjustice.org, the physical signs of a victim are bruising, signs of mental and emotional trauma, and a significant amount of memory loss from recent events. We need to be aware of our own environments as well, and we have to take our well-being into consideration. Youthvillage.co.za states many different strategies we can use to prevent ourselves from being in a dangerous situation. We need to be knowledgeable and know the area we are in. We need to avoid walking alone, especially at night. We need to trust our gut and our judgment, and we should always carry a phone on us at all times. If you feel like you are in great danger or are a victim, or detect that somebody else is a victim of violence and sexual exploitation, we need to contact authorities immediately. This is the issue. We often can probably detect that somebody is in danger, but we often don't contact authorities or take the action. We ignore the signs. In conclusion, sex trafficking has become a very toxic, serious, and unjust threat to our society. We need to acknowledge the severity of it, and we need to recognize the statistics and take it as seriously as we can. Taking the steps to keep ourselves safe and people around us safe can help diminish these statistics and help make our nation a more safe environment for all of us. Thank you for listening.